Hi everyone. Today we're going to revisit the steps for solving problems. Problems are a normal part of life. We all have problems from time to time. Maybe even every day we encounter some kind of a problem. So let's talk about the steps for solving those problems. But first, let's begin with what are some problems that you might be having right now, especially during distance learning. Maybe you're having a hard time finding a quiet place to work. Maybe you don't know how to do some of your work, or maybe even how to submit some of your work once you've completed it. Are you having a hard time getting connected or staying connected to the internet? Maybe someone has posted something unkind or mean or hurtful about you on social media. Or you might be feeling alone or feeling left out. Maybe someone in your group, if you've split up into some groups to do work, maybe someone has been disrespectful to you. Let's begin with the 4 steps for solving problems. The first step is to state what the problem is. If this problem involves someone else, then you're going to want to talk to the other person. How you talk to the other person is really important. So if you can say the problem without blaming or without using, yes, these fighting fouls that I know we talk about year after year, because they matter. They're really important. If you're trying to solve a problem and you start by calling someone a name, or you automatically blame them for the problem, or if you tell them they always are part of the problem, or they never listen to you, or you roll your eyes, or you point at them, or you yell at them, chances are they're probably not going to want to try to solve the problem with you. The problem is probably going to get worse. Or if you threaten them, or you try to fight with them, or you try to do something to get revenge or get back or get even with them, that's only going to make the problem worse. So how you say the problem matters. The other thing that we've been practicing over and over since you guys were very young was to say the message by using an iMessage. Let them know how you feel about what it is that's going on. Chances are they're much more likely to listen to you and want to try to resolve the problem. The next step is to think about all the solutions that you could come up with. There's never just one way to solve a problem. There's usually lots of different ways. Remember, you have choices, and you're in control of those choices. You could choose to study for a test or not. You can choose to make fun of someone. You can choose to be disorganized and not follow a work plan, or you can choose to be organized and use your work plan. You can also choose to own up when you make a mistake. And yes, those choices always have consequences. So it's important to think about what are those consequences to the choices that you make. What would happen if? Every choice that you make has a consequence. Some are big, some are small. If you choose to study for a test, chances are you're probably going to do pretty well and you're going to feel prepared for it. If you choose to make fun of other people, then other people will probably think that you're mean or unkind. If you're very disorganized and don't follow a work plan, then you're probably going to miss some of your assignments. And if you own up to your mistakes, chances are people are going to think that you're honest. So I'm going to show you this video by Kid President about making choices. I know we watched it last year, but I think this is a really good one and it's relevant, especially since this is an election year.
So, you got a decision to make. Don't worry. You make decisions all the time. Like what to eat, what to buy, what to wear, how to spend your time, who to spend your time with, what you're gonna say, how you're gonna say it, whether or not you put on the dinosaur costume and escape from town. Hey, it's an option, and I'm proud of it. Researchers found this. We make thousands of choices each day. Thousands of them. In fact, the more responsibilities that you have, the more choices you have to make. There's options all up in your face all the time. And on top of all this, with each choice comes a consequence. Every choice that you make leads to something good or not so good. Like that old saying, everything happens for a reason. Sometimes that reason is you ate a whole roll of Oreos in one sitting. If you excuse me, I gotta take a break. Okay, I'm back. Ugh, that's a bad decision. If you're watching this video, that means you're awesome. Congrats. You're awesome. How will you make awesome choices? Here's a few choices for how you can make choices. You could be impulsive. Don't even think about it. Just mindlessly point, pick, and do whatever. Disclaimer, I don't recommend this choice for making choices. Now you can do it, but it'll lead to mixed results. It's especially dangerous while picking your wardrobe or diffusing a bomb. Can't be impulsive then. Another choice you have when making choices, don't do anything. This is a choice to not make any choices, which is a poor choice. Just stand there, wait, do nothing. It's an option, it's always an option. You could say nothing, do nothing, but fair warning, then you'll be nothing. Just saying. Another choice for how you can make a choice. Just be a follower. Yeah, just do what everyone else is doing. When you're a follower, you don't really have to think. It's really simple. Just look around, see what everyone else is doing. Is everyone just complaining about something? You can do that too. Is everyone doing what everyone else is doing? You can do that too. Is everyone eating an entire row of Oreos in one sitting? Just do that. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm back. I have to make better choices. So being a follower, you can make that choice. It's just a really big problem with that. The world needs you. So how's about this? Focus on being someone worth following. I like that choice. Another choice how you can make your choices, be thoughtful. Warning, this requires thinking. It takes some thought to be thoughtful. But thinking, that's something we should do more often. Think about, what do I care about? What's important to me? What kind of world do I want to live in? Do my choices help create that world? I want to live in a world with more dancing. So what do? A little bit of dancing. The choices you make help make the world. All of us together make big choices sometimes too. Like we all try to come together and make a big decision. Like in an election. Who will lead our country? That's a big decision. Whatever happens there, there's something that you can't forget. Just how powerful you are. There are no small people and there are no small choices. You're making big choices every single day. And they make a big difference. Whether you're president in a big fancy Oval Office, or not the president, or just a cable for camp phone and some cardboard. Your choices matter on election day and every single day. Real change happens right in your backyard. The little decisions that you think are little, are actually a really big deal. The choices we make our lives. In your life, it's an awesome one. Make the kind of choices that are worthy of that awesome life. I'm gonna make a decision right now. This world needs a little more dancing, so I'm gonna dance right now.
Now it's your turn. Your assignment is to write down a problem that you're having. See if you can state it in a way that you're not blaming or using any of those fighting fouls that we talked about. And then see if you can come up with 3 different solutions for that problem. And then write down what some of the consequences are, whether they're positive or they're negative. See how many different consequences you can come up with. And then finally, pick the best solution after you've explored those consequences. All right, everyone, that's all I have for this week. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.